What's going on, everybody? It is Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it's your boys, Mike and Mish, with the Mike and Mish Show. What's up, Mike?
Welcome back to the show, Kyle.
Welcome
back.
Welcome back. Dude, it's good to be back. We didn't have a show last week. I went on vacation with the wife and kids, and we had a blast at Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure and Volcano Bay. My son learned what a perineum is. It was a great time, Mike. My son was holding in farts so he was not holding in farts, actually. We were at the park and he was farting in public, like right around people, and they stunk and they were loud. And I was like, dude, stop doing that. It's not what you do in public around people.
Unbecoming.
Do you know what that 12-year-old boy turned and looked at me and he said, if I hold in another fart, I'm going to shit my pants.
Nice.
I'm raising some fucking legends, dude. I'm telling you. It was a good time, but
too much pressure. You can't leave too much pressure behind those things.
Yeah, every fart was passing poop, and it smelled real bad, dude. It smelled real bad, but I understand because those park bathrooms are a fucking cesspool, dude. It's not like Paulie Walnuts, where he says you can eat maple walnut ice cream off the toilet seats. Not in Universal.
Oh, dude, you know what? I always like recognize the second I get to a big park like Disney World and Universal Studios, it's that park smell.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Park people smell. Like when you get into a line, there's a bunch of wet, sweaty, chlorine people. They're just around and they just got this smell going on. It's a very distinct smell, and you only can get it at one of those places.
It's not the kind of smell that makes you want to poop in public, you know?
It's bad. It's
well, maybe it is. Either way, dude. Either way, it was fucking gross. And but we had a blast. We had express passes all week long. We hopped every line. It was fucking crazy. We felt very privileged because we're walking in front of all those schmucks waiting in the 75-minute long line. So we're just jumping them all. It was great. It's well worth the money, dude. If you're gonna go take your family on a vacation to any of those parks, splurge.
Don't do that.
Splurge.
Do not do that at Universal Studios unless it's in the privacy.
Don't do that.
With your significant other, not with the family or anyone else there. Be careful.
No. Spend the money, buy the express passes, hop the lines, treat yourself. It was a great time.
Hey,
but Mike,
you could run into my dad there eating a gigantic turkey leg. He's that guy. He's like that, and the skin's hanging from it.
Oh no! You gotta avoid
a fucking turkey leg in the middle of a friggin' Space Mountain ride, and then says, "Oh, I think I saw my buddy over there," and he disappears for 45 minutes, and he jumps in line, and he's coming down all crazy, and he comes over, and I'm like. That you smell bad, like weed. Where'd you go? You saw your buddy? Where'd you go? I saw my buddy's on the side of Space Mountain. Your buddy was on the side of Space Mountain?
Smoking weed?
Look at me in my eyes.
In the park. In the park?
Yeah, in the park, dude. Wherever he wants, with a turkey leg and a joint.
Oh my God, that's fucking great. Well, they don't really pat you down for that kind of shit. You walk through a metal detector and that's it. Either way, dude. We're back. Hey. We're back, Mike. I got back on Thursday night. Friday night, we had a party at Mohegan Sun for BKFC 49. The night before that was the Prospect Series. So we got a shitload to talk about tonight. The Prospect Series was on Thursday, was pretty dope. I enjoyed the shit out of it. I don't know about you. For all the naysayers that
enjoy it.
We're shitting on that heading in. It did turn out to be a pretty great product. And then BKFC 49, man, oh man, what was there? 5, 6 first round knockouts on the evening that night.
Oh yeah, it was a lot.
And you know what was really, really dope about it? And we're going to get really into this, people. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. Big Ben, I'm sorry I didn't visit you again in Florida.
Yeah,
I was down in Florida for 6 out of 7 weeks, and I didn't spend one single minute with Big Ben. And I apologize, and I didn't see Russ or Country or any of those guys. So sorry, fellas, I was very busy. But dude, hey, shout out to everybody down in Florida that's battling the hurricane right now. Big Ben actually reached out to me, asked me if my parents were okay. My parents haven't gone back to Florida for the year yet, so they're still safe up here in in beautiful Connecticut. So they're not dealing with the elements.
What a nice. I didn't even ask you.
Well, no, you can give a fuck less.
I didn't even ask you.
You probably didn't even ask your fucking in-laws who are living down in the same area, Fort Myers.
Oh, trust me.
Did you check on them?
I don't need to, because every night it's a FaceTime. You know what I'm saying? There's a FaceTime going on every night with the in-laws. I don't need to ask, because I can hear them all the time. Whenever I want to, my kids are FaceTiming Papa and Nana every night.
So you're well aware. So does Big Steve like batten down the hatches and like board up the windows and all that shit, or is he like, fuck this goddamn storm?
I think he's a little bit of both. I think he's halfway in the middle. You know, he's like, I don't give a fuck about this storm. And then, like, when everyone's back is turned, he's like batting down the hatches and shit. Just doesn't want to let people know.
As long as he's eating food off a real dish in his own house.
That's right.
Slap that shit right off the table.
Better lock those dishes down during a hurricane.
Mike, what do you want to talk about first? Because we had the two events. We had the watch party at Mohegan Sun. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say that the BKFC booking those two fights to start off BKFC 49 was fucking awesome, because that set the tone for the entire night. And the people that came out to watch it with us at Mohegan Sun, that very first fight of the night, Mohawk versus Jomi. Man, oh man, what a war between two big boys in there slinging. It was fucking awesome. And then that fight was awesome. And then the very next fight is Freddie Masabo and Bovar, who fought for the second time this year. And man, oh man, can you think of an event that had back-to-back opening fights like that to really just like blow the fucking roof off right away?
No, I mean, there has been some events that have been like quick knockouts and stuff like that, where you're like, oh, it's crazy knockout, but it's not like a good fight. And it's not, no offense, like fighters anybody really knows, but everybody knew these guys. If you follow BKFC, you know these guys. And if you didn't follow them and you saw that, you follow them now. I can promise you that.
You know, Mike and I, after every one of these events, we get like some people shooting us messages because they think that we know things. And I appreciate that. Guys, we're not as smart as you think we are. No, but please keep sending the messages. Somebody sent me a screen recording of the very first exchange in that Jomi Mohawk fight.
Yeah.
And it was called the slip. Now, Jomi's in the comments right now, and feel free to drop some knowledge in the comment section for us. But it was called a slip. After rewatching that multiple times, that could have very well been a knockdown by Mohawk to start that fight off, and that could have changed the outcome of the entire fight. On the first sequence of the entire fight, which was called a slip, very well could have been called a knockdown from the left hand that landed. What do you think, Mike?
It definitely, it was like right off the knuckle.
Right off the rip.
Yep. It caught him. It did hit him in the chin, and then he kind of fell into the ropes and took a side step. I don't know. Play devil's advocate. Did the punch make him fall? And you know what I mean? Like after he got hit, the sequence happened, right? So did he actually get cracked so hard that he was like, oh shit, I can't stand up? No, but I think that the punch did lead to him bumping into the ropes and falling. So I think that should have been called a knockdown. I wish I freaking clipped that, but I thought
so too. Like, and honestly, that would have led to a draw, probably, right? That would have been a draw on the fight right there.
Yeah, I watched the whole fight all over again today. I was out
actually it was a split
today, and I was like,
was it a split decision or a unanimous decision? I can't remember.
It was
I got the freaking
no, I think it was unanimous. No, it was a majority.
Okay, majority
because
decision.
Someone had it tied, and that's what I had it after I watched it today.
Yeah, very interesting fight. I mean, Jomi went up to 205 to fight Mohawk, and dude, Mohawk's a big dude. He's a big fucking guy, man. He's a big.
He is a big guy.
He's a big 205er, and he's super exciting. And he hadn't fought somebody that the level of Jomi to that point, and he hung in there for all 5 rounds with a former champion. So I think that Mohawk, as he develops a clinch game and he develops the sport a little bit more, he's going to be somebody to watch in the 205 division for sure.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. And Jomi was going up in weight, and the longs and the 185-pound too. So I mean, he's fighting 20 pounds above his weight, coming back, putting some pounds on, and really just fighting like a maniac. Imagine putting on that extra weight and then not fighting for that long, and then fighting like that. Like that was a nonstop fight.
Jomi says he tripped on the sidestep. So that's what I'm saying. Like it was a very tough call by the referee on the spot for sure, and it happened so fast right off the rip.
Fast.
It happened like immediately. It was like knuckle up, and it happened. So, and for the people that were sending those to me, and like somebody commented in one of our comment sections that said, "What about knockdown shaving?" And I'm like, what the fuck is knockdown shaving? I never heard that before in my life. And I actually looked it up, and I couldn't find a definition.
Me too. I was Googling that shit. I was like, I never heard of knockdown shaving before.
So we're like, okay, well, they're shaving knockdowns off. I guess that's what it comes down to. Hey, before we keep going, check this thing out right here behind me. I got my that's from Absent Minded and Falcon 09. Our boys, shout out, let's go, boy.
Yeah, sir.
Shout out, let's go, boy. So thank you for the cool light up mirror here for the mic.
That's right. Yeah. Shout out, let's go, boy. I got mine right here. You can barely see it, but I got it there. One day it'll be in the studio.
Yeah, way off in the distance. Hey, dude. So shout out, let's go, boy, to fucking
those boys,
to Jomi and Mohawk for setting the tone and like getting the energy in the bar at Mohegan Sun. Right, they raise the energy in the room right off the rip for us, and then they follow that fucking fight up with Masabo and Bolvar. And I was saying to Mike, like joking around today, fans of bare knuckle fighting probably would never get sick of watching Bolvar and Masabo fight each other. You know what I mean? Spider-Man versus Gladiator every 6 months, and like we would be happy with that because those guys put on entertaining fights. And Freddie Masabo completely changed his game plan from fight 1 to fight 2. And he took this one, or they both took this one on like 2 days notice, right? Wasn't it like 2 days notice?
Was it 2 days notice? Really?
They added that fight to the card down there on like a couple days notice for sure. It wasn't on there because they lost the Jared Grant fight. Jared Grant was supposed to fight Daniel Alvarez. That fight fell off.
Imagine
and then
if that fight was on this card, that would have been fucking.
It would have been insane. But that fight fell off, and then all of a sudden, fucking Masabo versus Bolvar is added, and that went the distance again. Masabo is a really talented boxer.
He's good.
He's really good. He's got
his
great
head. Is good.
Yes, his head movement, slight slips. He's very hard to hit.
Seems to just move his arms in the right place to block punches. He's very good. He fast too.
What I was saying, when I was noticing, he doesn't make crazy fucking movement, dude. He's like very, very Canelo-ish. When not saying he's like Canelo, guys. So relax. But the way that Canelo like slightly moves his fucking head and just makes everybody miss.
Yeah, just slight adjustment to get out of the way.
The only thing Bolvar was only landing body shots on him, basically. Like he came out of there clean, just like very much like the main event. He came out of there clean. Bolvar was all banged up. Jake Lindsay was all banged up, and Gogo's face was clean because Jake was landing a ton of body shots on him. It's kind of the same way when you look at the strikes between those guys and the main event were very similar.
Yeah, the judges had it all 48-47. I think I had it 49-46, but it was a great fight. I thought Masabo was basically controlling the entire fight. He was just picking and choosing and landing almost at will. He's very patient, and every time it was like half of his punches at least, or 70%. You know what I mean? Like every time he dodged a couple of punches and came forward, it was like he landed at least one of his two or three punches very, very hard too. Not like a light fucking crack or like a feel out jab or something. He was cracking right in the beginning, right in that first round. The first couple of shots just busted dude open. Just Bolvar just busted him open. And I was like, geez, this guy's bleeding everywhere. You see his shorts at the end, blood all over the front of them. They were white when it started, and the mat was just covered in blood. Covered in
I love it when you see the mat after a fight like that. It just looks like someone took a paintbrush and just like swung it at the fucking ring because there's just little dots everywhere. It's crazy.
My only the only thing about that fight that I got to complain about, okay? After they announced the winner. Now listen, I'm not the guy in the fight. I don't know what he went through to get to this fight, but you would think that he just won like the world championship after that fight. He fell to the ground, buried his head, and his body was shaking like he was crying. And I was like, all right, it's a good win, but come on. I think it's a little bit much. No, did he like break both of his legs and his ribs or something on the way to this fight? I don't know. I just thought it was way overboard for that win.
Yeah, he was emotional. I mean,
he was emotional.
I know. He just wiped the L off his. I mean, he got the W back. He did. He got his first loss was against Bovar a couple months ago. And dude, do you realize that
he had a hard weight cut? That's what Russ is saying. He had a hard weight cut. Yeah, I can do it to you. The weight cuts suck.
Schmeichel, do you understand what weight class those guys are in? Do you know?
Do I know?
Featherweight. Dude, that is 2 more featherweights to add to the fucking murderer's row of featherweights. That 145 division is so goddamn good now. And you saw a couple more of them. You saw HD on this doing this thing in the first round. You saw Brian Duran on there. I want to, you know what? While we're talking, I put a fucking poll up today. So HD did his thing once again, got himself a first round win, and it looked impressive doing it. Now I put up this poll and I said 145 division is on fire. Who do you want to see fight HD next? And I said Kai Stewart, Brandon Allen, James Brown, Brian Duran. Those are the 4 other guys in the top 5, right?
Yeah.
So do you want, dude? All right. So 100 and 15. I'm really not good at math, but say there's like 24.
Should have done this before the show.
31, 35. So 104 people voted, right? 59 of those votes are for Brian Duran to fight HD.
Yeah.
People want to see Brian Duran versus HD. Second,
still be friends.
You could still be friends. Listen, Brian Duran and HD, if the BKFC goes calling, right? Don't pull this Merab Dvalishvili fucking Aljamain Sterling shit, guys. You could still beat your friends up and be friends afterwards. That is a thing.
I punched my brother in the face plenty of times.
I mean, how many times did you get in a fight growing up with somebody and then become best friends with them? You guys are already best friends. Just beat the shit out of each other for the likings of all of us fans and then be friends again afterwards. And one of you can fight for a title right after. It's 59 votes for Brian Duran, 24 for Kai Stewart, 17 for Brandon Allen, and 4 for James Brown. That's what the results are.
Phew.
57% of people that voted picked
people have
Brian.
spoken.
The people have spoken. It's like
I'd be remiss if I didn't shout out the boss man. He's in the comments. He said, "What's up, gentlemen? How's it going, Mr. Feldman? Thanks for watching the show. As always, can't wait to see everybody in Denver. It's been a while. We've had a long Army summer, really.
It's been a really long Army summer.
Been a while.
The Army has been keeping us away from what we love to do most, which is cover this sport, and it's bullshit. God damn it, Uncle Sam, I'm sick of it. I've given you 22 years of my life.
Tired.
I'm ready to go. And hey, for shits and giggles, can you imagine that fight? I mean, 57% of the fans voted on Brian Duran to fight. You know, they would love to see Brian and HD fight. We all know that they're super tight and they're like really good friends. But man,
it would be insane.
That would be very, very interesting. I personally think that HD matches up great with Brandon Allen and James Brown. Those 2 guys, I feel like either one of those would be super good fights with him. But HD wants Kai Stewart. So, you know, maybe we'll talk to him later on tonight. We do have Carlos Trinidad-Snake coming on in a few minutes to talk about the main event. So before we bring him on, let's talk about that main event, Mike. After the main event, so you got yourself a new champion. Gogo Slavetsky is the new champ. Gogo wins his 6th fight inside the BKFC squared circle. He is now undefeated with 6 wins, 4 knockouts. This was a tough, dirty, kind of sloppy-ish, little ugly at times fight. Gogo was swinging out of his shoes like he was trying to hit a goddamn grand slam in the Little League World Series every time he's up to bat.
Yeah, he was swinging, dude. He was swinging down from his knees.
So I rewatched that fight a couple times, right?
Yeah.
I can't find more than 3 jabs thrown by Gogo the entire fight. If he did throw them, he snuck them in there. Gogo did not utilize the jab at all. He threw haymakers. Now, I did a breakdown on this. I wrote it out. I shared it on our Instagram and on our Facebook page. We have people in the comments right now saying that Jake won. I respectfully disagree. And I broke it down in that write-up. If you go to the new unified rules of bare knuckle fighting, they have the criteria of the judging broke down to three categories. Priority 1 is effective striking. Priority 2 is ring control. Priority 3 is, what was the third one? Third one. I'm fucking losing it right now. But either way, you go to those categories there. It's aggressiveness was the third one. When Gogo was landing, he was damaging Jake, right? Damaging him almost every time he struck him. He was throwing super wild punches, yes, but he was landing quite a few of them, and they were affecting Jake Lindsay in a damaging way. When they would clinch up, Jake was racking up the statistics with body shots. Those body shots weren't doing anything to Gogo. They weren't slowing him down. His aggressiveness was there for all 5 rounds. I mean, I didn't see it for Jake the night we watched it in the bar.
Mm-hmm.
We were with a crowd of people. When they were getting ready to announce the winner, everybody in the bar was saying Gogo. They're all pointing at Gogo. They're pointing at, he got it. Everybody in the bar. And then we get on social media afterwards, and people are saying that it was a robbery. And I was just absolutely confused. I'm like, how can it be a robbery? It was a razor tight fight.
If you had it for Lindsay, it is what it is if you saw one round one way or another. But a robbery?
That's not a robbery. You know what a robbery is? And I'll bring it back. I say this every time we talk about robberies. Robbery is Valentina Shevchenko versus Amanda Nunes in their second fight, because Valentina won 4 out of 5 rounds in my eyes. And if somebody wins 4 out of 5 rounds and they give it to the other person, that's a robbery, folks. That's an absolute highway robbery. But when it's super tight for 5 rounds and both guys are landing shots on each other and it goes to a decision, and it's was it a split decision, Mike? I can't remember.
So
it was a unanimous decision, but either way,
either
way, unanimous decision. I agree with that. And so did everybody in the bar that was with us. So, I mean, how did you see it, Mike?
I pretty much saw it exactly the same way. I saw it the same exact way because, I'm watching the fight at the bar. I don't know if I'm being influenced by the people in the bar. The volume's on, but I don't really hear the volume. And the reason why I say that is because there was some mention of people saying that the crowd was going crazy for Gogo, right? Being in Miami, people were going crazy for him. Had some fans there or whatever. They're thinking maybe that influenced the judges. I don't know.
Here's what should be talked about, and we're going to bring on Carlos Trinidad-Snake in a second because he's in the waiting room and he has opinions on this as well. The turning of the back by Gogo Slavetsky is concerning, and how it was handled by the referee was concerning.
Yeah,
he shouldn't have been able to keep doing that. No. One, he should have been warned by Andy Glenn, I thought.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely.
Andy should have.
The first time, okay. The second time should have been like, listen, you do that again,
I'm gonna take a point
from you because you're stopping the fight and essentially you're being reset. So you're out of harm's way at that point.
Yeah, I mean, I actually went and found some gloved boxing matches that had people turning their back and the referee allowing the fighter to continue striking because the fucking dude, I don't really know what the rules say on that. If a referee's discretion, but Andy Glenn could have said, "Hey, you keep doing that shit, I'm not going to stop him. You're going to have to fucking defend yourself."
Yeah, defend yourself at all
as
times.
long as he's not through the ropes, because it was a lot of times he's throwing these huge wild. He was throwing from his fucking shoes, dude.
He
Like
was
like
trying to knock his head out of the building. That's it.
he was like, you could look at Gogo's body. His body was like cranking all the way back, and his hand was coming from his ankle, dude. And he's like, woof, completely misses and goes right through the ropes and just waits there until Andy tells Jake to get off. So the way it was handled by the referee, I didn't like it. I didn't like the fact that Gogo kept turning his back, but the fact of the matter is he never got a point taken away.
Yeah.
He never got warned. If he was warned and had a point taken away, Jake would have won the fight. Yeah. I think, or it would have gone to a draw and it went to a 6th round. Yeah. So, I mean, that's a whole nother story. But let's go ahead and bring in a top contender in the welterweight division. He was there in Miami. He had a ringside seat, and he was very interested in this main event because he wants the next shot. Let's bring him on, Carlos Trinidad-Snake.
Hey, what's up, How you doing?
Oh, you know how we're doing. You just heard us talking over here, and I know that you probably have some strong opinions on that main event. You just heard what we were saying. I don't know how much of it you heard in the waiting room there, but there was a little bit of controversy in that main event. We both, by the criteria of the unified rules of bare knuckle fighting, right, the way it's written, we had Gogo winning 3-2. Tell us how you saw that fight, and what's your opinion on the fight, and what do you got to say about it afterwards?
Man, so it was a crazy fight. You know, it was a back and forth. It was anybody's fight, to be honest. The first round was kind of up in the air, just in my opinion, just because, like you said, Gogo was kind of turning a little bit, and I feel like he was kind of using the referee to his advantage, especially even the crowd. You know, with them saying like, oh, he's punching him in the back of the head or whatever. I didn't really see anything like that. I thought Jake took the first round. Like I said, it was close, but just in my opinion, I thought Jake had the first. Throughout the fight, like you could definitely see Gogo gas a little bit. I heard you say he was throwing his hands from his ankles. Man, dude, and that dude, that's what he was doing exactly. I think if you watch any other Gogo fight, you would see it's still the same thing he does. It's just one of his bad habits he has.
He cranks. He definitely cranks way back.
He's, you know what I'm saying? He's definitely going to take the head off, and you get caught by one of those is dangerous for sure.
Oh yeah.
And Jake Lindsay, though, man, I can't say enough about that dude because he ate those shots, man, with a smile, and he has a fucking chin, man. I'll give him that. Jake Lindsay's a tough dude, man. It was a good fight. I think both of them threw down, and I think they both gave it everything they had.
So you're saying in the end you had Jake winning?
In the end, I'm not gonna say in the end. At the night when I was there, it looked like Jake won. Okay, in I hear a lot of the stuff online about the crowd and stuff. From where I was standing, the crowd was begging Gogo to go. They were telling him to fucking swing. You got to swing. You stop turning your back. They were begging him. And I'm telling you, it was loud, and it was that. So I didn't think that Gogo won. Even Jake Lindsay walked over to Gogo's crowd and was mocking them because he thought he won. I thought it was that clear.
No kidding.
When I got back, I wanted to make sure, and I was talking to Elvin Brito about it, and I asked him his opinion on the fight, and he told me that he had it straight for Gogo. After watching it and stuff like that. He said he didn't watch it at first, but he rewatched it, and then he said he went with Gogo. So I don't like to be biased, so I went and I rewatched it, and I could see how he gave it to Gogo based off of aggressiveness and just more output. He was gassed, but he did keep swinging 5 rounds. So it was tough, man. It was a tough one. I think he got it, just barely. But it is what it is, and now it's Gogo as the champ, and I'm next.
It was crazy, and you weren't the only welterweight in the audience that night. There was one other guy who happens to be a legend in the MMA world who made his debut back in April in Denver. He was also there, and I think he was gunning for your spot at that title shot. Eddie Alvarez is also in the house. What do you have to say about that? I mean, this has to be. I mean, you're 4-0 right now. This has got to be you next, right? Not Eddie at 1-0.
No. Hey, Eddie's a good dude, man. I saw Eddie there that night. We talked, we chopped it up, took a picture together. We're actually managed by the same team, so it was my manager went and talked to him, introduced us, and it was a good time. Never once brought it up that he could be the next in line for the belt, but regardless, it's me. Like I said, I took out the number one dude. I took out Elvin Brito. It's me. I don't care what anybody else says. I was ranked number 3. Jake Lindsay was number 2, and Gogo was number 1. So if you're going down the line, then it's me. Nobody else. I don't care what anybody else has to say. I'm not taking nothing less but the belt.
I love that, man. And like, how would you see a fight with you and Gogo playing out? Like after watching that performance against Jake Lindsay the other day, how you see that playing out?
I think it'd be a tough fight for Gogo. I definitely see him going back to the drawing board, reevaluating some things about his game. I definitely don't think that was a performance that he wanted to put on for a championship fight. Definitely showed a lot of flaws, like you said, turning the back, gassing, throwing too much in the first round. And like I said, man, I pick up on all that stuff, and I'm gonna bring it to him, man. And I don't know if he's ready for that.
Yeah, I think people don't talk about you enough. I think that, like, you very much like Jake Lindsay, you're a very technical fighter yourself, and Jake's been around a lot longer than you. You're how old are you? 28?
27.
27. So you're a young man in the sport. Yeah, I think people need to start recognizing, and that 165 division is getting very interesting now that you have a new champion. They could very well run that one back with Jake. If that happens, maybe you get a shot at a legend, and you and Eddie Alvarez can fight a little title eliminator there.
Man, it doesn't matter who they put in front of me, man. We're talking big money on the next fight. We're definitely moving up. I'm not stepping back. I'm not backtracking. I don't want guys who aren't ranked. I don't want guys who aren't giving me big money. Shit, dude. If I can't get the title shot, dude, give me Bryce Hall. He just made a little bit of noise in the BKFC. He fought at 165, man. I'll take the YouTuber guy out.
He is never stepping in that ring with you. Ever.
He's gonna ask for like Travis Thompson to come up for 135 and fight him next.
Yeah, dude. And like
Travis would fuck him up probably. I don't like nothing.
Even then, dude, I'm a real fighter, dude, and I feel like those dudes out there, I'm not worried about them. We're not on the same level. And like I said, G Perez, he was taking a chance, moving up the rankings. That's my guy, man. But sometimes muscle mass does matter. Dude was just a little bit bigger. But like I said, I got that big body. Bryce Hall wants it, man. He can get it.
Yeah, man. I mean,
everybody.
Have you talked with the BKFC? Did you talk to the boss man while you were there that night?
Man, I talked to the boss man. I talked to G. I talked to the whole staff out there, man. Those are my people. They're good people.
No, I mean like about Gogo. Did you walk up to? Did you say, "Hey, Mr. Feldman, that's my guy right there. I want to take that strap from him."
I definitely let him know that I was next. I told he knew I was in Miami for the reason. The only reason I would have went down there in the first place. So
I gotta give you props for that, because and we have talked to other fighters on this show, and not enough fighters do what you did there. Kai Stewart was doing it, and now look at Kai. Kai Stewart kept popping up at events.
He said Kyle be in Denver too, he said. So.
Yeah, he keeps popping up at events, just being out there, showing his face, taking pictures with people, letting people know who the fuck he is. And now he's a world champion. You went ahead and you got yourself down to Miami, and you got yourself ringside, and you got yourself noticed. That is what I mean. A lot of younger fighters that want to get their names out there. Don't sit at your house and wait for don't wait for the phone call or wait for your manager to get a phone call.
Yes, sir.
Talk to your manager. And you obviously did it. You and your manager worked it out, or your coach worked it out, and you got your ass down there. And I think that's fucking props worthy, dude, for sure.
Yeah. Thanks, man. Like I said, I'm just like, I know I'm next in line. I'm trying to stay relevant. I'm trying to let the fans know that, hey, I'm next. This is what you're going to see, what to expect. And so like just going down to Florida was a good move. And even I went down to Florida. It was cool. A couple of the fighters down there recognized me. So it was awesome, man. Just knowing that I'm making waves out here.
I mean, you got a pile of belts hanging on the wall behind you. So you obviously fought in a few organizations and won a few straps in your day. People need to know who you are. And I'm thinking like a BKFC belt would look pretty good hanging up on that wall there, huh?
For sure, man. That's the next one. Locked in.
Snake and Go-Go. I mean, Go-Go will fight every 2 months if possible. So, I mean, I don't know how beat up his hands got in that fight. He did land a lot of big bombs on.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know how many hit the top of fucking Jake's forehead or anything like that. So maybe his hands need a little time. But I mean, October, November sounds like a good time, right?
Yeah, I think November they're running it back here in Omaha, man. I'm not sure, but whatever it is, man. Like I said, if he's ready to dance, man, we can get it. I hope he is. I hope we can do it sometime by the end of the year. You know, so hopefully we make it happen.
There he is, the number 2 ranked welterweight in the BKFC. That, like we said, that 165 division is so interesting now. I mean, you got yourself, you got Go-Go, you got Jake. We saw them. You also got Rico Bonbon Franco. You got Elvin Brito. You got Caleb Harris. You got Austin Trout out there, Eddie Alvarez. This division's really starting, and we could say that about most divisions, but this division and this one in the 145 have really been building themselves up in the last couple of years. And don't forget about Joe Elmore, and I think Elmore's got a fight coming up. I can't remember who the hell he's fighting. Oh, Dustin. Is he fighting Dustin Page? Maybe fucking Dustin Page. I think he made that like subliminally clear. He said it's going to be dust in the wind or something like that. So anybody with a brain knows it's Dustin Page. So either way, 165 is getting interesting, man. I hope that you get your shot. Do you want to deliver a direct message to the champ himself, Go-Go Slavetsky? Let him know.
Yeah, Go-Go Slavetsky, man. Me and you in November. Let's get it, brother. I'm ready to go. I'm the next in line. I'll take that belt from you, dude. I'll take it from Macedonia, and I'm taking it back here to Omaha, boy.
Yeah, Mike, what do you got for Carlos, dude?
Sheesh. I don't think you know what about that call out, right? I feel like he won't care about any of it, but he will care about the Macedonia call out there.
Man, dude, I was standing next to his boys. I was standing next to his boys.
Yeah.
I was standing next to him in Florida, and I was asking him, I was like, what's that flag? And they're like, Macedonia, like Go-Go, like Alexander the Great.
Yeah.
I was like, in my head, I was like, Volkanovski? I was like, what? And I was like, oh, man, they're talking about the real Alexander. Man, they old school.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
You know, they take it real serious, man. But like I said, I don't care about none of that, dude. I'll take that belt from him.
That was like one of the things he said about, I don't know what Lindsay said exactly about Macedonia, but I remember after the fight, he said, you know, you talk bad about Macedonia or something. And I don't remember his exact quote, but he remembered that above everything else. So
yeah. Well, you're gonna remember me for sure.
Be like, what the fuck?
I got to tell you about Go-Go. I don't know have you ever had like a face-to-face conversation with him?
I did not like a conversation, but after he came out the ring, he saw me. He was shaking hands with his fans. He came down the line. I was last one in line. I let him know. I said, "What's up, bro? It was a good fight. It was a banger. Me and you next." He's like, "Yeah."
Nice.
So,
okay.
So he knew who I was. He knew who I was right away. You know.
Yeah.
So,
you know. So Mike and I have seen him several times and hung out with him, just standing outside the hotel in a circle of people shooting shit and whatnot. He's one of the most intense fucking people I think I've ever met in my entire life. And you look at him in his eyes and you don't really know what he's thinking.
Yeah, I don't know if he's getting very serious.
Like he could be joking around, but he also could snap your fucking neck like any second now. Yeah. And then when I interviewed him down in Myrtle Beach back in January before the fight with Cedeno, I said, so where is your mind state right now heading into this fight tomorrow night? He goes, I win or I die. And that's it.
like 100% serious too.
I was like, okay, all right. Well, we got ourselves a dialed in Go-Go here. I was like, man, I win or I die. That's it. Those are the only options. So I was like, whoa. So I mean, you got yourself an intense champion right there. If they run it back with Jake, you may, but you are number 2, and you made your call out. So the boss man was watching earlier. He was in the comment section. Mr. Feldman, there we go.
Feldman, man, let me know. I'm ready to go.
There you go, man. Thank you for coming on tonight. Do you have any last words you want to throw out there before we let you go?
Yes, sir. Shout out Mike and Mish for having me on. Shout out to BKFC, man, for having me in Miami. And me and Go-Go Slavetsky next. Let's get it.
There you go. There it is, Mike. You got anything else for him?
I would love to see it. Hopefully we'll be there too to see it.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. We're all done our Army shit for the year right now. So like Uncle Sam's not getting in our way to getting to any of these events anymore. So
Yeah.
we'll see you soon, man. Thank you for coming on. Thanks for the call out, and we will talk to you soon.
Yes, sir. Y'all have a good night.
All right, buddy. Take it easy. There he is, man. That is Carlos Trinidad-Snake, and that kid is very good. He's very good.
He is very good.
And I meant it when I said that about Jake Lindsay. Like Lindsay is very fucking good. He's so technical.
Lindsay, I know. That's
they kind of like he kind of reminds me of a younger Jake Lindsay. He's a fucking very good fighter. And like I said, and you and I have talked about this. Lorenzo Hunt is the fucking blueprint. He's the blueprint. He goes to every goddamn event that they have. Not just because he has an ego and he wants to fucking, be the juggernaut 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. He knows how important it is to market himself and get out there and help build this sport up by being a fighter for this sport and showing up at events and signing autographs and taking pictures and making noise. And what did Lorenzo do with Hector Lombard? He made noise. He got that fight. Lorenzo's like the blueprint. He really is. All these fighters could take a page out of his book. If you want to become a star in this new awesome sport, do what Lorenzo does.
Yeah. And if you want, you start wearing those 2 belts around, you can piss everybody off. You know how many people get so mad about him wearing those belts? Oh, the amount of people that I've heard talk about him carrying those belts around and how they hate it. It's the best. I'm like, yeah, that's why he keeps carrying them around. What do you think?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No. It was a very, he came on to talk about that main event. It's a very interesting, and like he just proved it. It was very razor close with the 2 of them.
Yeah. And which right there by its own right,
it's not a robbery.
Should never be called a robbery. Right.
Never. Right.
That's what I'm saying. Like if you could go either way, or even if you thought, like a lot of people are like, no, I think that Lindsay won. I thought Gogo won. And I thought he won 3 rounds to 2. Well, then it's not a robbery on the other end, right? And it's just insane to me that could be called a robbery. But, it's just like the word hilarious, where people like to say, that's hilarious. Like Louis C.K. said back in the day, everybody just uses words they forgot the meanings of. Right. Epic, hilarious. Yeah. Like if it's hilarious, you better be crying and falling on the floor.
Right.
That shit is not hilarious. I promise you.
Hilarious. Yeah. He's like, oh, it's hilarious. Like you laughed so hard, you almost lost your fucking mind.
Yeah.
You couldn't think straight because it was that fucking fun. That's hilarious.
That's hilarious. Like when you're laughing so hard, you can't breathe and a little squeal comes out. That's fucking hilarious, man.
Dude.
Not no fucking stupid ass shit. Come on now. That's not a robbery. Was not a robbery.
Was not
End of the robbery talk. Let's save the robbery for real robberies.
Hey, so
set the bar too low.
I got a video. I'm watching it on my phone right quick.
Oh yeah, it's a Jomi.
Yeah,
he sent the video. I actually saw it a minute ago, and he did get his foot stepped on.
He got his foot stepped on.
I did see that.
Okay, all right. Well,
yeah.
I take it back there, Jomi. Hey, we got a surprise guest coming on right now, guys. We got a surprise guest coming on, and I'm going to go ahead and bring up that thing that I was just talking about a little while ago, that poll that I put up, because our next guest is the number 2 ranked BKFC featherweight on the planet, the number 2 featherweight in a division that just continues to fucking grow, full of killers, and we named them all. And when I was naming featherweights earlier tonight, I didn't even name Dat Wynn or Daniel Strauss or any of those guys. But you got James Brown, you got Brandon Allen, you got Kai Stewart, you got Louis Lopez, you got fucking Freddie Masabo. But you also got this guy right here who just got another first round finish the other night. And we need to know what's up with him. His name is Howard Davis. HD. What up, dog?
What's up, guys?
What's happening, man?
I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling right now. You?
Oh,
we are chilling. Of course. This is our home right here. It's where we feel the most comfortable.
Yeah. We do this every Wednesday, Every Wednesday, our wives hate us a little more. But you know what? You know what? We get to talk to awesome people like yourself and Carlos Trinidad-Snake and Jomi Escoboza. We get all you guys in here. So HD, you
Yeah.
go ahead and you get yourself another win the other night.
Another
I
notch on
can't.
the belt.
I can't imagine a world where you don't want anything but a belt around your waist. Where is your mind after another win in the featherweight division? What's up?
My mind is on one thing only, is securing that belt, securing the title fight. You know, I'm thankful for Dave Feldman and BKFC for giving me the opportunity to showcase my talent, my skills, and I'm just ready to lay it all out there and do what I said I'm going to do from day one, and that's fight my ass off and earn everything. The title shot, my wins, my knockouts. I legit have fought and overcome so much in this journey of the last 2 years, the injuries, the fighting with the injuries, the doctor stoppage, the ups and downs, stuff with management. I've been through it all in a short amount of time, and I'm still going. So giving me that title shot and me living a dream and like reality is just, that's going to just, the training camp for that fight is going to be insane. I'm going to train like I'm fighting Floyd Mayweather. Like, it's going to be crazy. Like, you guys see me go hard, but that's motivation that I haven't even tapped into yet. Like, I train hard now, man, but that's gonna make the level go up to masterclass level. Like, I want to put on a performance that's gonna make everybody head roll. I want Dave Feldman to like be on the floor, like passed out, like this kid is incredible. I want him to be like, yo, I should have been giving him this shot, because every step of the way he's gotten better and better. And I'm just gonna prove to everybody in the division, all the doubters, all the people who, doubted me in life, that said I wouldn't be nothing, to show them that I worked for this. I put my life on the line. I do this for my family, and that's all I'm thinking about right now. Is just I'm one step closer to that title. That's all I can think about. That's all I can dream about, is getting that shot.
So what you got to do? You got to say, Kai, I'm already royalty in Miami. I want to fight you for your belt in Montana, for your belt and the title of King of Montana as well.
Hey, correction. I'm the king of Broward County. Miami is I get out the Gallo got Miami. That's him on lot. That's his
my bad.
Nah, y'all don't want to disrespect or false rep anything. I'm from Broward County 954, so we bringing Broward County to Montana, man. I'm gonna come. I'm gonna rise to the challenge, step up on the ladder, chop his head off, and let the blood drip all on the Montana fans as they cry. That's what I'm trying to do. That's how I see it playing out. I'm trying to do what nobody has done. I'm trying to get him out of there. I'm not trying to go in there and win by points. I'm not trying to win, some split decision, all the robbery talk. No, I want to get him out of there. And then next, I want to get Louis out of there. So I want to sorry, Montana. I heard the place is beautiful. I would love to come. I'm going to be there for a while when I come, but I'm coming to fuck shit up. I'm sorry to say this. I'm coming to fuck shit up. I'm coming to fuck up your paper champ. To me, he's not a real champ, because to me, I've still done more to him. So honestly, I'm the uncrowned champ. Everybody knows that. Everybody's calling for it. I've done everything. I've fought harder opposition. I've fought anybody from everywhere, and they can send whoever, and I'm going to definitely fight them. I don't pick and choose. I don't sit back and relax. I'm ready to fight him whenever. If they have me October, November, whenever you guys want to do it, Dave Feldman, I heard he was on watching, I know BKFC is going to be watching and tuning in. My birthday's Sunday. Let me wake up to a nice surprise.
Oh, man.
My birthday's Sunday. Let me wake up to a poster of me and Kai. That's going to just be the cherry on top. And you're going to see one of the best BKFC performances ever. And I can promise that.
So here's the problem, man. And like, I don't have a problem with anything you just said, but the 145 division has a couple guys that been on a tear. And it's not just you. Brandon Allen has been on a tear himself.
Respect
and he's asking for that title shot. So would it upset you if they went that way, or if they called you up and said, hey, you and Brandon Allen need to figure out who the number one contender is? Would you be up for something like that, or is it belt next and only belt next?
This is my understanding with everything. Me and Brandon are cool as hell, mutual respect. And I'm respectful to all my opponents, future opponents, past opponents. The beef gets started usually from the other side. Brennan is a stand-up guy. Brennan gave me his blessing to go and fight Kai.
Nice.
So you guys can ask about that. He gave me his blessing to go fight Kai. They say you earned that shot. Just like Kai before he fought Louis told me himself out his mouth, you deserve that shot.
That's awesome.
It's like, come on now. If my opponents, people that I'm supposed to fight, are telling you that, well, what does that show you? That shows that they respect what I'm doing and how I'm stepping.
Yep.
So I'm like, it gets no better than that to hear that from people that have the same record as me, doing the same thing on tears, knocking people out, earning their spot, and their end goal is the belt. To say, yeah, no, you got it. You go fight him.
Dude.
That's all the respect in the world, man. So
yeah, respect to him for saying that, because Brandon Allen is an awesome guy. Like he's like the happiest fucking kid ever too. You go to the we went down the shift, and like he was smiling the whole damn time. He's dancing around in the gym, but he's training.
And this was days before he took a short notice fight against Steve-O, right?
Yeah.
That was
so. To be honest,
for that fight, that's the fight I became a fan.
Yeah.
At that time, I didn't like Steve-O. It's not like I like him now. It just I didn't like Steve-O. He was talking so much stuff on the internet, just like Louis, just like Kai. And then I went in there and seen Brennan smush him like a roach. I said, "Fuck."
All right,
hey,
HD.
Kudos. I'm like, hey, my hero.
HD, I got to tell you something, and you're probably not going to want to hear it. All right, here it is. Okay.
What's up?
Earlier today, I put up a poll on our Instagram. Right.
I saw it.
You saw it. And now I put the other 4 guys that are in the top 5 on that poll, right?
Yeah.
And I said, 145-pound division's on fire. Who do you want to see HD fight next? Kai Stewart, Brandon Allen, James Brown, Brian Duran. Do you know who took 57% of the votes with 62 votes over Kai Stewart's 24, Brandon Allen's 18, and James Brown's only 4 votes? One El Gallo, Brian Duran. The fans out there want to see you and your boy throw down. Now, is that something that you would never want to do, or
just said it though? That's my boy, man. All I can say is like I've legit fought with Gallo at that one event where I got snuck. I've been in the trenches with Gallo. I'm like one of the first people to bring Gallo in a boxing gym and like, show him certain shit and, tell him about the BKFC thing. Like he was doing boxing and stuff before me fighting in the streets. Gallo is really like one of those people that come from the streets. So we relate in that sense, but that's like family, man. Like to me, it'd just be weird and unorthodox to even fight against my family. Like I don't think that it's not about the money or anything like that. Like that's like legit my brother. That's like the people in my camp, like Bryce, Rambo. Like I wouldn't fight those guys. So it's no difference from them and like Gallo. Yeah. He's in my weight class, but it's like I don't know. We'll have to figure something out. And I don't know. It has to be like back in the day, me and my friends used to have this thing called a friendly fade. Like you and your friends are y'all brothers, but you and him got an issue, so y'all go ahead and fight, but y'all cool after. But I don't think we can even do that because bare knuckle is so intense. Like you know what I mean? Like it can like it's that dangerous, and he's powerful, he's explosive, he's dangerous. I'm the same, so it's like it'd be like that motherfucker will sell because it's like
you guys might sell out the fucking Miami Heat arena with that shit.
Yeah, that shit will sell. But another thing people don't understand is me and Brandon Allen fight will sell like a motherfucker. He's from Florida. He's from a different part of Florida, North Florida. I'm from South Florida. That shit will sell too. Any equation you put me in, the fight sells. Even with the Montana, Kyle was calling me all types of names. I got the Louis beef. Montana people hate me. If you go on any BKFC post and you see people praising me, you're gonna find at least 5 Montana people hating on me. So, and then there you go right there. So I mean,
there it is.
At the end of the day, I'm looking like that person that no matter where you put me at with one of those top guys, regardless if they're in the top 5 or not, it's going to be a big fight. People want to see me fight. People like my performances and how I can fight inside and outside. I'm a dog, and they know they're going to get a good fight. Whether it's going to be quick or it's going to be all 5 rounds. I'm going to give everything in that ring. I don't back down for nothing. I don't grapple and hold the whole time. I'm in there going to war, man. And you guys seen that with Jimmy Rivera with a messed up hand. You know what I mean? So I understand. I don't care. But once I flip that switch, it's flipped. You know, I'm in there to win. I'm not in there to have a draw or get a doctor stoppage over a cut. That's why my eye could have been in my hand, and they would have been like, "Are you okay to fight?" I'm like, "Yeah," and I would have fought Louis with my eye in my hand. It was a cut, so it's like that's just how I'm bred, bro. I'm not. I know exactly what bare knuckle is. You know, people think we're savages. You know, we may be savage, but a lot of us have skill. A lot of us fight for things that's bigger than us, and I'm one of them people. But I'm gonna take it to that level with anyone, and when we get inside that ring.
You mentioned your team, your guys, man, Rambo, Bryce, yourself.
So proud of Rambo.
I want to say everybody that came from that original slaughterhouse crew there, were undefeated the other night. And you guys,
everyone from there, and
everyone that's still there, anybody that was originally connected to the cheat code over there, Ryan Perez.
Shout out to the cheat code, man. The cheat code, cool as fuck. It's no beef. It was, I never talked bad about him. Cheat code did a lot for all of us. Brought us in.
He obviously brought you guys up right, because you guys are all still slaughtering motherfuckers.
Exactly. So it's still slaughterhouse. It's still the gang. Ryan's still the cheat code, because as you can see, he's done what he's done. And then like you said, you're welcome. You have to give him his his praise, bro, because look at the knockouts, look at the exposure we brought to BKFC. Like, most of the nastiest knockouts of the last few years have been by us. The fights, the wins, the champions. We have 3 champions, and we have Gogo now. You have Britain, you have Jared. It's our performances, our skills. It shows that it's people that's in bare knuckle. That's not just going out there and brawling. We've all got different skill sets, and we show it.
The only problem is all you guys don't spend enough time in the ring for everybody to really appreciate your skills. You're usually out of there in 1 or 2 rounds. It's over, man. Fucking Rambo murked that kid quick the other night with that right hand. Just fucking laid him down.
I don't know if you guys know, Rambo was dealing with a lot, man. He had just lost a family member. A lot of things was going on in Rambo's life, and the situation when he was suspended. Same thing with El Gallo, and they both came back with a vengeance. And from Rambo's first fight to his second fight that we just seen, it's so much progression. Like, he started off and it was a little bang bang, a little bit here and there, but then he started a box and he did that nasty ass pull counter. Oh my God, it was amazing. It was perfectly timed, and just he made me proud, because he didn't go in there and fight like how he did the first time. He didn't lose his composure, even though the dude was talking smack, trying to rile him up the whole time. At the weigh-ins before the fight, he was walking around like he was gonna beat Rambo, and just gave Rambo fuel. But I told him, stay composed, bro. Stay composed, and remember everything we do in the gym. Me and Rambo spar so much, and I spar the guys in the gym so much that we know what we can do. So when we go out in that ring, we don't do it. It's like, come on, bro. What do we go 8 straight rounds for? No clock, just going hard, man. And we not in there just bang. We working on a lot of stuff, technical stuff. And that's a shout out to our coach, B3. He's going to be one of the best coach, if not the best coach in BKFC. Look out for him.
Wow. And Rambo shouted him out in the dude. That kid was funny as hell in the post fight.
Post fight was great.
He's
good on the mic.
He gonna make you all right, or what? He's gonna get you right. And then he grabs the energy drink. He goes, "I'm taking this."
That's Rambo 24/7, and mind you, he's being more professional up there than when he's with us. If you guys would catch him at the gym. Like, he have all his own reality TV show. Like, if we ever have like a BKFC show when they're like UFC and we have a house full of people, Rambo's gonna be like voted the funniest person in BKFC. Like, he's insane.
Yeah, he was definitely showing his personality at that press conference, and like, they gotta like that shit, man. You gotta like it. And a lot of you guys like Jomi's got. We talk about like Jomi's got a great personality. Jomi's great. You guys are all awesome to talk to. So there's a definite, but we got to talk about one more guy out of that crew that you brought up a little earlier, and you want to talk about technical skill. I don't know if there's anybody more technical and more on the rise than Bryce Henry.
I'm gonna tell you about Baba Yaga. I'm gonna tell you about this kid. I'm gonna tell you about this kid. Me and this kid have been going to war for years in the amateurs and the pros. He done put his foot in my ass. I done put my foot in his ass. We done been to wars. I am so grateful for that kid because he's kept me sharp. He's taught me so much of being in the ring and being in there with somebody that's bigger, longer with the reach, sharper, and just the experience. Like, he's such a smart kid. If you see this kid and how he breaks stuff down, it's like, yo, he's gonna be one of the goats of BKFC, but he can damn near be one of the goats of like boxing. Like, that kid is a special talent. Like no dick riding though. I don't want y'all to say I'm dick riding. That's like my brother. That's like my brother. And like, it's not even dick riding because I've been in the ring with him. I've taken the bloody noses, the black eyes. You know, I've really, you know, he made me the type of boxer and person I am now, with just the resilience I had to show of like getting beat up multiple days in a row and then having to come back and getting beat up again and finally having one good day out of like 30 days of sparring. And it's like, that only made me better. You're not going to get better sparring people that's at your level, that's below you, and you beating on them. You're only going to get better if somebody's better than you. So as he got better and he showed me shit, I got better. So I'm pushing him. We pushing each other, and it's been a great journey with him and his brother. B3 is the coach, but if you guys see him in the BKFC ring, I'm going to tell you, get the stretcher ready because he's going to knock somebody's kidney out their ass. I'm telling you that right now. The kid has the meanest body shots probably at our gym, and he's the coach for a reason. So you guys think we got killers? Some killers are like, on house arrest right now. When he's off, there's going to be there's going to be a murder, man. I'm telling you, like, we got some talent, man. We got some talent over there.
Fuck yeah.
Even our prospects, we got the big heavyweight Chino. He's just getting started, and he's sharp for a big dude. He got that power, like, and you guys seen him with the gloves on, but you seen him without the gloves, it's going to be crazy, man. So, we all at the gym at Boxing World Champions, and it's just a lot of headhunters there. Even the owner of the gym is supposed to come and fight BKFC, Travis. He's going to be a killer, man. Like, we just got so much talent that's around us, and
that's awesome.
I can't wait for everybody to like do their thing because there's so much training and hard work put into what we do and taking that risk. But we all got that mentality. We just dogs, man. We just dogs.
When you talk about you and Bryce going to war in the gym, I could see that because, and like, nothing against El Gallo, and like, El Gallo fights a little crazy at times. He throws some wild ones.
He has a different style.
Right, he has a very different style. You and Bryce, what I was going to say about Bryce is he just seems like such an intelligent fighter. He seems like he learns as the seconds go off the clock in each round.
Adaption is
he's absorbing absorbing information and delivering it through his fucking actions. And he proved that in his first fight against Shavers. Like,
yes,
he looked a little out of place in that first round. Mm-hmm. And as the rounds went on and as the minutes went by, you just saw the shift change, the momentum change. And like, he just looked so comfortable in that last round, just picking his ass apart. I was like, wow, that kid just became a bare knuckle fighter.
That kid learned on the fly like nobody that I like. You can spar. You're gonna be spar new people. You gotta learn shit and probably he makes you this spar, but you don't found out that he has this tendency. You get him the next spar, the second, third. Bryce figures you out right in that first spar. Like, it's crazy. He spar some top dudes and give them great work, bro. And as a kid, Bryce isn't that old. I think Bryce is what, 22?
22.
20. He's young. He's young. He has so much. Like, his ceiling, out of everybody that's in our camp, anybody that I see in BKFC right now, he has the highest ceiling. Like, his ceiling is like,
I believe it,
up there, bro. And I'm not just talking about BKFC. I'm talking about boxing, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I don't know if you guys see his last boxing match
on MVP.
He went against another undefeated dude.
Yeah.
And the dude was the A side. But none of us had not a shred of doubt that Bryce was going to win that fight, and he won it.
He's so relaxed too. He's so relaxed.
It almost made me nervous how relaxed he is, because in the first round, like you said, he had a little bit of I call it a slow start, but it probably really was. He just kind of feeling out the new sport. Yeah. But in the third round, he was getting so close to Shavers and getting so comfortable that I started getting nervous. Like, oh shit, he's getting, you know what I mean? He's like, but he's just so comfortable at that point. He knows exactly what Shavers can do, what he's going to do, how far he can reach, what his best punches are, what, you know what I mean? How hard he hits. At that point, he was so comfortable that it wasn't worried. But I was worried watching, like, oh shit, he's getting too
man,
close.
The kid is special, man. It's not just offense, it's not just footwork, like his defense, like got great defense, man. He has all the attributes to be just one of them ones that you talk about. You be like, you remember that kid? Yeah, that kid was something special, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that's farm or see him move, they know like he has that it factor, man. He's definitely like, I feel sorry for, the champions that he coming out there in boxing and BKFC, because, man, I would hate to be standing across from that dude.
The problem is with a kid like that, so talented, so young, obviously, like, so, I mean, I don't know if guys like Luis Palomino and like these guys would want to fight a kid who's 22 years old, because let's be honest, there a lot when you get to Palomino's age, he's 40 years old and he's been doing it forever and he's been a champion for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
You go present Bryce Henry to Luis Palomino, and Palomino says, "What does that do for me? What does that do for my legacy? It doesn't do shit for me."
I get that.
You know what I mean?
It's really a lose-lose situation for Palomino and a win-win for Bryce. So,
right.
I get that. If you look at it from that perspective, but sometimes the OGs want to show that they still got it and they can teach the young guns, certain stuff. And some actually go on and do it, but in this instance, I don't think it's a wise choice.
He's so young, strong, talented, tall, long. I don't know. Like, you look at that top five in the 155-pound division, and they're all basically the same size guys.
Mm-hmm.
Like Tony Soto, James Lilly, Luis Palomino. They're not 6'3" with an 80-inch fucking
giant
reach.
Come in with an 80-inch reach.
I just don't.
6'3" and fucking man. Hey.
Right. Good luck to Nate Shook and Andy Hall on matchmaking that one, because after that last performance, I wonder who's going to be jumping at the opportunity to fight a kid like that.
I forgot it is Nate Shook and Andy Hall. Yeah, man. Whenever you guys want to go ahead and give me that birthday present on Sunday.
There you go.
29, man. I go ahead and send a text message through the contract. Let me know what day we doing this, man. I'm ready to dance. Let me know. I'm here. I'm ready. I'm hungry for it.
Send the contract on the B-Day.
Listen, look at this guy. This guy knows what's up, man. It is Wednesday. It's Wu-Tang Wednesday every Wednesday. And I'm a 90s hip hop head, and every Wednesday at work I put Wu-Tang music on all day.
He's not lying.
Yeah, I put it on, I play it loud, and I don't give a shit who works around me. You guys are all gonna absorb the greatest rap group in the history of rap.
Let's go.
Yeah. So, hey, thank you for popping on here. If you want to deliver one last message to the bosses, I know you just did, but if you want to look at the camera, you want to tell Kai something, you want to tell Brandon something, you want to tell Gaio something, go ahead.
I'm going to get real serious. Guys, I'm going to get real serious right now. Hold up.
Look at that face.
Now, listen to Dave filming. Let me stop. Let me stop playing. Okay. All right, now, hey, boss, we already talked about it. You said you got me on the title shot. After my fight, you did the belt gesture, man. I'm believing in you. I trust in you. I'm here to fight for you forever. How long you need me to fight? Reward me with, with my due, man. I'm ready for the shot. I'm here for it. We had a little sidetrack with the Louis stuff. Ain't none of that happening no more, man. I'm so ready for this. I feel like I was born for this moment. I just need you guys to bless me with the opportunity, and I'm there. I'm going to show you guys one of the best performances you ever seen.
I love it. Hey, HD, before we let you go, that was awesome. We got to ask you to do something for us right quick.
Yeah.
We have, the boys over at Bare Knuckle Extreme fan page, Russ and Country. Those guys are always doing awesome things for everybody in the BK community.
Yeah, they are.
They have provided a poster of your last event, the BKFC 49.
Oh, yeah.
Signed by everybody. There's missing one signature. I can't remember who it is, but you're on there.
Oh, I think it was Masabo.
Yeah, you're on there. Gogo's on there. Rambo's on there. Fucking El Gallo's on there. So we want you to give away a poster to somebody in our chat right now.
Got you.
What we've been having people. Oh, we got a bunch of people in there. So here's the thing. Come up with a quick trivia question about yourself. It doesn't have to be anything hard. Your favorite food, your favorite drink, your favorite anything, favorite movie, whatever, color. And the first person to put the right answer in the comment section will win that poster with all your guys' signature on it.
Okay. So one trivia question right now I give to you guys, and they're going to answer it later, or they're going to answer it
No, right now. Right
Right
now.
now.
Just say the question. Don't give the answer yet.
Say the question. Okay.
Yep.
Damn. Well, what's the good one that's not too hard?
Right.
Not too hard.
Yeah. What was the question? Who did we have on recently? That's some crazy ass question. And it was insane. We would have been here for the rest of our lives waiting.
That was Mohawk. Mohawk asked
it's so funny.
spirit. He asked some spiritual, like really deep thought question. We were like, bro, we need like your favorite color or like your favorite TV show or your favorite movie or something like that.
I got one.
What do you got?
It shouldn't be reasy, but it's still gonna require a little thinking.
Nice.
What was the first sport that I loved?
Oh,
I think I know the answer to this.
There's the poster.
I think I know it.
Do you? You know the answer,
Yes,
Mike?
I think I do. Yeah, but we'll see. No, not. All right. Here we go. Who's answering it here? Are we gonna count Kevin Smith in this, or
no? He doesn't get it. So
Jason says football.
He got it.
He got
there
it.
Is.
Yep.
So Jason with a 4.
Yeah.
You need to DM us on our
I followed him by like a split second.
Yeah. That was answered on YouTube for those who are watching on Facebook right now. So Jason, get on our Instagram, DM us your name and your address, and we will get you that signed poster. Look at that beautiful thing. It's got all them awesome fighters on. Plus, you got a legend like Tom Schoaf on there. You got an upcoming star, Bryce Henry on there.
You got all the boys are on there.
Yeah, unbelievable. So that's awesome.
Go-go.
Yep, the new champ, Go-Go. You got Brian.
You got Jake.
Look at this.
Jake. I mean, that's a great poster, and I love the color scheme too, man. They did something a little different this time with that one. So
Jomi's down there. With, oh man, Mohawk. Like this is good. That event, man. I wish we could have.
Legendary.
Oh my god,
it was awesome. And you know what? Hey, so Mike and I have been holding these watch parties at the Mohegan Sun Casino up here in Connecticut. If you ever come up to the New England, hit up Mohegan Sun. I don't know if you ever get up here, but it's one of the craziest, nicest casinos you'll ever see.
It's massive.
We are trying to grow the bare knuckle fan base by, if we can't get to an event, we go to Tom's Watch Bar at Mohegan Sun and we get as many people in there as we can. And we put these on. This was an event that had a lot of people happy that they came out to watch bare knuckle fighting. With all the knockouts, and then the ones that went the distance were like barn burners, other than the Sarah Click fight against Miss Lippy. We'll talk about that later.
Lippy.
That's our job, though, man, to entertain, man. As long as everybody had a great time and was tuned in and enjoyed themselves, that's what we, as fighters do. We entertainers at the end of the day, but, we fight for our families and our dreams, but we also want to put on shows to make people really love the sport.
Absolutely. HD, you're a class act, man. We hope you get that birthday gift this Sunday. Dave Feldman, Nate Shook, Andy Hall, his number. Hit him up on his birthday. We will talk to you soon. Thank you for coming on, HD.
Thank you guys so much, man. You guys have a blessed night.
Yeah, right. Take it easy.
Later, buddy.
Happy birthday.
There he is. HD Davis, man. That guy is the fucking man. That whole crew, I got to tell you, I like all them guys. They're very easy to get along with, and they're also extremely talented in the sport that they fucking fight in. So
yeah, yup. Hey, if you haven't yet, make sure you like and share the post. Tell all your friends and your family about the Mike and Mish show, Wednesday and Thursday night at 9 p.m. Spread the word, grow the sport. Let's do this.
It's awesome. I mean, we have a few other things we can talk about before we get off. We're going a little bit later than I thought we would, but we had a surprise
tomorrow too.
I know we had a surprise second guest tonight. We were only planning on breaking the event down, but you know what? HD helped us break some of the event down, talking about the Rambo fight. We got to talk about the Fames fight.
Oh yeah, I got it ready to go too.
The Fames fight. Now, here's the thing: there was some good, some bad, and some ugly in this event. And the main event was great, but there was some ugly in there, right? There was some bad in there. The back turns, the going through the ropes thing that could have been handled different. Now, earlier in the night, This kid is what's his name? Sutterfield. This kid Sutterfield comes out looking like, wow, he might be able to take this one from Joshua Fames Alvarez, right?
Mhm.
And then something happens in there. And when we were watching it in the bar, I didn't see it
Me neither.
when it happened. But it was not long after it happened that I got a message from somebody of a video that screen recorded it and showed us what happened. And then we're like showing it to everybody in the bar, and like everybody there is just like, oh shit, how did we miss that? Do you have that, Mike?
I do. Let's bring it up right now. I have a little bit of an edited video here. We can watch it.
All right, let's go.
I slowed it down, so. Oh. We'll see another one.
Yeah, so what you saw happen.
He grabs the wrist, which is illegal. Holds it. Boom! Right there. Elbow.
And
here we go. Here's a nice slow one. And wham! Like that.
It is hard. I know that a lot of people will say he was trying to throw a punch. But the wrist grab to elbow combination.
He never lets go. It's that at the very end, yeah.
That is that's something, dude.
The hold into the wrist too has not been talked about too much because the elbow is so egregious. But that holding the arm like that's against, you can't fucking grab someone's arm, just hold that shit like this.
It was never a punch, right? I know that, like,
I thought he was trying to get close and let go and then come in, like real quick.
So Ryan, I'm assuming this is Ryan. We know this is Ryan, right? Ryan, I was cornering the guy Fame's face, definitely elbowed him. You cannot. I don't think anybody can defend that elbow and say that he was attempting a punch on that. That looked like a straight up wrist grab.
He's holding the wrist grab. He doesn't let go of it.
To elbow combination that led to the end of the fight. And
if he let go of the wrist, he'd have to bring his hand up to punch, but he doesn't. He brings it down. You know what I mean? Like when he lets go, he brings it down and brings the elbow over. You see?
I mean, it was a dude. If that was an MMA fight, that's a beautiful fucking elbow. That's a beautiful step in elbow.
Murked him with that freaking elbow.
He did. He crushed him with that shit. And Andy Glenn is standing there. Not this angle right here. The angle there's another angle. Andy's staring right at that fucking wrist grab. He's staring right at it. Where is it? Right here.
Right here.
Watch this angle.
Right on.
He's
actually,
looking.
I don't know. Actually, I don't even think he was. Look at his. Hold on. Look at it. He looks like the last second. But watch this. Ready? He's not even looking. He's like walking over, doing something with his hands or something.
I think he's setting an alarm on his watch.
Yes, I think he was.
He's like,
time to flip the burgers.
He just remembered that
he just started looking like, hey.
Do I need milk on the way home today?
Ding.
It's that kind of shit.
I
needs
can see how
to stop.
We can see the elbow, but
I mean the elbow. Nobody saw the elbow, but like the wrist grab. I mean, could he have reacted in time to stop the fucking elbow if he saw the wrist grab and like was like, hey, knock it off? I don't know, but there's a really bad trend going on with the long sleeve referee, and like he was also in the main event, allowing Gogo to continue to turn his back and never said a word.
And also, we didn't really talk about this. In the first round, Gogo fell to the ground and Lindsay blatantly hit him on the ground, I think twice. And then not a few minutes later, like a minute later, hit him behind the head a couple times too. No point taken, nothing go like it too, like on the ground. Like they say, oh, you'll be disqualified if you hit someone on the ground. Yeah, you're going to be disqualified if you hit somebody on the ground. But that never happens. Hit him on the ground and then hit him in the back of the head. Nothing happened. Gogo's turning around repeatedly, going outside the ropes. Nothing happened. This guy's fucking holding wrists, elbowing people. Hey, the guy is a nice guy, but he's not that nice at his job. That's all.
Listen,
we don't hate him.
He loves his
He's
job.
good at his job, man.
I believe you said it today at work. Some people really love their job and they love going to work every day. That doesn't mean that they're good at their job.
Right.
Right?
I know lots of people who love to do work. Like, I love this. I love this aircraft. I love aviation and I love all this, but they suck. They are never good. They just really love it, but they're never good. And that could be his case.
He really loves it, but you know what, dude? We can just
He could be good at telling other people what they should do.
We could literally sit down and make a list of fights where controversial shit has happened in the last 12 months, just 12 months. No, we're not going to go further back than 12 months, just 12 months. We'll write down all the controversial shit, and then we'll look at who the referee was in that fight. And I bet you there's a fucking alarming trend right in that fucking list. And the most egregious one out of all of them was the Arnold Adams Alan Belcher fight from back,
Oh my.
Yeah.
You gotta be kidding me with this.
Right. And what blows my mind is that he continues to get the main event spot. Like, I don't know how that happens, dude. I just don't know. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't understand it. There's got to be some sort of grading system, man. There's got to be a grading system. I'm telling you right now, and I talked about this after the Alan Belcher win over Arnold Adams. We were blown away by the fact that Alan Belcher won that fight because he had been down for a 17 count twice. And then Arnold Adams got the fucking speed count. But anyways, I talked about how my old man was a basketball referee and a baseball umpire for 35 fucking years. Did all the way up into semi-pro AA baseball. He did college basketball. There is you get evaluated on your performance. And if you suck, you don't get state tournament games. You don't get NCAA tournament games. You don't get big baseball games. You get fucking sit on the bench, and the good ones get that shot. I don't know how a guy who continues to make fucking major mistakes in a major combat sport that could hurt somebody, someone could get fucking damaged forever in a fight like this, and he just keeps getting it. I don't know. It's fucking unbelievable.
Blows my damn mind.
Can the mayor speak on this? Mayor Michael, the mayor of BKville, tell us, fix this.
I listen. How can we fix it? I feel like we're talking about it all the time. It's like every single main event. And here's the thing, right? I always like to try to put myself in his situation. I always like to try to think like, because I'll see something and I'll be like, fuck that guy. Get that guy out of here. He sucks. Get him out, But then I want to pull myself back and be like, you know what? This isn't an easy job. I'm being too hard on the guy. I need to kind of take it back, settle down. Let me look at it. Cool heads prevail, right? I'm going to look at it with an unbiased eye, because I'm already going into every fight now at this point. Like, this guy's going to fuck. As soon as they're like referee Andy Glenn, I'm like, oh, what the fuck? What's going to happen in this freaking match? What are we going to talk about after this is over? Everyone's going to be talking about it. And it happens every time. It's not like I'm just pulling the friggin' rabbit out of a hat here. I'm making a magic trick like, oh, this guy fucked up one time. We're going to keep talking about him for the rest of our lives. No,
this is like 25
he screws up every single time. Undercard, main card, Knucklemanias, like everything he's in, he's kind of screwing everything up. And it's always something crazy. And it does change the fight. It changes the fight. It's not like it's just something like, oh, well, there he goes. Just a little bit of a goofball. No, he's messing up like major things. And we just talked about the Arnold Adams thing. And this is the one thing that just pops right in my head automatically is when Arnold Adams fell against Belcher. And he comes right up behind him. You go watch it. He goes like this.
Slip.
It was Arnold Adams is on the ground, not facing Glenn. He's on the ground, sitting down. He's looking out through the bottom two ropes at somebody in the crowd or someone sitting next to the ring, and he's just laughing like, I can't believe I just fell. You know what I mean? Like, whatever the fuck's going on in his head. Glenn's just standing there, just letting him sit there when he knows he just called a slip. He should have been like, get up, let's go. Come on. It was a slip. Like, get up. Like, let him know. But he kind of waited for a second. So then Arnold Adams like, oh, what the fuck? Oh, yeah, I'm in a fight. Let me turn around and look at the ref. Hey, what's up? And when he turns around and looks at the ref, he's like, what's the count? And Arnold Adams like, Andy Glenn's like, what? And he goes, what's the count? And he goes, 8.
8. You
8.
just called it a slip.
And you didn't count even one number. Nothing. You just stood there. You said slip, and you stood there, and he said, what's the count? You said 8, and then you didn't say 9 or 10. You just said 8, and he goes, oh, shit, well, I better get up then, huh? It's a slip, bro. What the hell happened? Like, did he fucking malfunction in the middle of that? I just can't. Like, that was one of the craziest times ever. And I'm like, I don't know. Maybe he just had a really bad week or something. I don't know. But I can't keep making up excuses for him. You know what I'm saying?
No, he's a nice guy.
Ugh.
It
makes me feel like I'm being an asshole to this guy.
Listen, and
I don't even know him. I don't want to ruin his life. Like, not like anybody's gonna listen to what I gotta say about this guy and fire him or something. But like, the guy definitely has a life. I don't want to ruin his life. But the guy's not good. I mean, what are we supposed to do? Just ignore it forever?
And he was breaking the clinch like instantly in the fucking Lindsay Gogo fight.
Yes,
like,
that's another thing he was doing.
Not only was he allowing Gogo to continue to turn his back and do that, as soon as they would clinch up and Lindsay would be working the body with the little body shots, he was breaking those up instantly. He was breaking them up. And we were saying in the bar, we're like, why does he keep breaking them up? They're busy in the clinch. Let him fight in the clinch. That's the beauty of this sport. You're allowed to fight in the clinch. This is not glove boxing where they fucking hug it out and then get broken up. As long as they're busy in the clinch, they can continue to fuck each other up. And he was taking that away. So, you know, I mean, there's a lot of things we can just keep going on this.
Well, you know what I would love to do? And whether he sees this or someone tells him, maybe they do, maybe they don't, maybe they already have, I don't know. But he's always been very nice, like face to face. And we've never been like, hey, you son of a bitch, why do you keep fucking everything up? You know, but if he hears about it, whatever. He probably would never come on the show and talk about it because I think that he'd be way open for ridicule and we could definitely stump him on a bunch of stuff like in front of everybody, which would not be good for his career. However, I would love to just get the list that we were just talking about. Put that whole shit together and just talk to him in private, just a one-on-one, just to talk to him. He doesn't owe us anything, but I would love to just talk to him about all the things and be like, what was happening here? You know what I mean? Like, why did you do this in this situation? Like some things you can say like, okay, I didn't see it. Like the Fame's elbow, he was behind him. You can almost just see like but the wrist grab was pretty blatant. He didn't say, don't grab his wrist. You can't just grab his arm and push it down. Like, you know, he doesn't say things. I feel like he doesn't.
Right. Listen, you can go right in our comments right now and see that like Britain's mom is in there and says, I pray that he's not refereeing.
Yeah, Monica. Hi, Monica.
Right. Hi, Monica. Doug Coltrane right there, bro. Not even going to lie. I was so happy I didn't get him in Greenville.
Yeah.
When you got fighters out there that are looking at the fight card, looking at the assignment that night, and they see that he's refereeing, and if it's a guy like Doug Coltrane and he sees that, he's like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Oh fuck. Now you know, now I'm fighting two people in the ring. I'm fighting
right. You
him.
just don't know if something's going to happen.
Something might happen. Damn, something might happen in my fight tonight. I better fucking clean this dude out quick so I don't let any of that shit. And you know what I mean? It's like, it's crazy. It is crazy. And like you just said, I don't know if he would ever sit down and talk with us, or he probably would want to shoot us next time he sees us. But that's, you know, this is America, baby.
Yeah. Yeah. We're not just making this up. Like you said, a bunch of people say the same thing. And every time an event is over, it's not like, you know, 50-50. It's not 60-40. It's not even 70-30. It's almost like it's 95% of everyone is saying stuff and the other 5% just don't write anything online. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's everybody.
It's not good, dude. It's not good.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm like, we talked a lot tonight. The congratulations to Gogo. We have a great show tomorrow night, guys.
Yes.
Bryce Henry went out there and he did his thing and he got his third win against a legend in the sport. And we have one guest booked for tomorrow night because he made his last walk to the BKFC squared circle on Friday night against that 22-year-old fucking monster, you know, another feather in Tom's cap. Here he is. I mean, that guy right there is going to come on here and we're going to talk about all kinds of shit tomorrow night. A gentleman of violence, Tom Schoaf, will be on tomorrow night. About 9:05, he should be popping in. I hope you guys are all tuned in. If you guys are fans of the sport, you're going to want to hear this conversation because he is a fucking gentleman.
Yeah,
and he did give us tons of great violence that we enjoyed. Think about this, dude. That motherfucker made his debut in the BKFC after an MMA career at BKFC 2. He was in like 2, 6, 8, 12, 14,
yeah. And people love him too,
all the way up to 49. The dude's a fucking stud. We love Tom Schoaf, and we're looking forward to having him on tomorrow night. And we're gonna give away some autographed Tom Schoaf shit to all
I
our,
think
our
I have.
loyal.
Did I upload the picture for that? Maybe not. I don't think I did upload it, but I do have it. But anyways, we'll have it tomorrow for you guys.
Yeah, and thank you to Carlos Trinidad-Snake for coming on, and HD Davis. Thank you to both of their managers for reaching out, because we weren't even gonna Mike and I were just gonna do a breakdown tonight. We weren't gonna have any guests. We were gonna do one of our breakdown shows, because we really do like to just pick the events apart and go through them. But we got some help from a couple contenders there, and both of those
came on.
Both of those guys have a couple things in common. They're both number 2 in their division. They're both on a tear right now, and they both want a belt. So you know what? I hope they both get what they wish. Thank you to both of them for coming on, and thank you guys for all tuning in. Tune in tomorrow night when we see Tom Schoaf on here. Mike, you have anything else for the peeps?
Nope. I will see you all tomorrow, 9 p.m. Like I said, like and share, spread the word. See you all tomorrow.
You didn't mention how cool this shirt is today.
That Macho Man shirt is so cool, Kyle. You're like the coolest dude in the entire whole world.
My brother is the coolest guy in the whole.
You should definitely wear that at the cookout tomorrow.
Yeah. I will. All right, man. Hey, this was fun tonight. Andy Glenn, all love, but you just don't do very well in the ring. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow night. Peace.